Hey, this is Keith with How to Build Your Own Home, and I want to talk about the new job here. We did an actual video on this site some time ago, about a month ago. We'll have a link below where we actually walked through the perk test, the test pits, all of that, finding exactly what's around the area for the placement of this home. So I strongly recommend watching that video. It will give you a good overview of what we are now doing. So we're now bringing the pad up for this home. Luckily, this is an 8-acre parcel, and this is a situation where a lot of owner builders run into, where the Midwest, Tennessee, Missouri, a lot of places like that, where they can grab a parcel that's 5 acres or more, and because of it's so sizable like that, they have access to their own soil. So we were able to grab soil from north of the parcel up there. The geotech allowed for native soils to build up this pad. We actually went down almost 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet below, hit some good hard pan, and then we started to recompact from there. And we're gonna actually bring it up a foot above the road over there and give some positive drainage away from the home. Again, that's a big issue with me. But you see right here, we got some mud pies, and we are actually mixing this soil with water. And why is that? Because this soil is about 90% sand. Now, sand can compact, but it takes a lot of water to get the compaction properly done. So that's what we're doing. We're mixing this with a lot of water. It does have some native clay in it, so it's got some binding power to it. You can actually see what it does when it is wet. It does do a nice compaction. And once you've got that compacted properly and you build your foundation on that, that's not too bad. We will be bringing in some crusher fines, which is kind of like a road-based material. And we'll have that right underneath the slab, about 6 inches or so, possibly a little more. So the slab will have that right on top of that, right underneath the slab on grade. So we're actually doing some mixing today. And if you've ever wanted to play in the mud with a big, huge piece of equipment, I'll bet every little boy would love to have a track-hoe to play in the mud. We're getting this done. It takes a lot of time, especially if we haven't had rain. Now, I love to time excavation after a heavy rain. We had a heavy rain about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, but you can see how quick it dries out. So water is going to be your trick for a job like this. If you're building on a lot of soils that are native and you're allowed to compact that, but it's been dry for a long time, you need to make sure you have water on the site. And we've got a 2-inch line here, and we're actually using irrigation water to make that happen. If you have that much of a flow, even better. If you don't have that kind of a flow, then I'd recommend getting a sprinkler or two, running it here over the weekend, and letting the excavation team start that following week. Then it's going to be wet and really great for compaction. I've seen, if you've noticed that on excavation sites, and they're new sites and it's been dry for a long time, they can tap into the fire hydrants a lot of the times. If not, they put a meter on the fire hydrant and then they charge you for the use of that, or they put a meter on your actual water meter. But the problem is that is only about a 3/4 inch line. You're going to be limited on how much water you can get out here. So we actually have an irrigation line that's much bigger, and we're able to fill in these mud pies. This looks like fun. I'll bet if I was a kid back when I was like 6 years of age, I'd walk through this and just have a field day. It would be a lot of fun. Anyway, this is a new job. We're going to call this the Santa Clara West job. And we're going to give you some, it's a nice, beautiful home, slab on grade. Our property owner has 8 acres here facing the north. We've got a red mountain to the north, just a beautiful, beautiful setting. So we're going to give you a lot of neat updates on this home. We're going to call this the Santa Clara West. We're breaking ground on it, we're lifting the pad, and we actually start foundation work next week. So we'll do some more posts on it. Look for it to come.